Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad to be here today, and I want to take a moment to speak directly to those of you who are fighting battles in your life. Battles that no one else seems to understand. Battles that feel like they'll never end. Today, I want to encourage you, to lift you up, and to remind you that you're not alone. You may be facing a time in your life when everything feels too heavy to bear. You wake up every day carrying burdens that seem impossible to lift. And it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. But I want you to know something important. You are stronger than you think. Life has a way of testing us, pushing us to our limits, and often it feels like the odds are stacked against us. Yet it's in these very moments that we discover our true resilience. You might not realize it yet, but every challenge you've faced in the past, every obstacle you've overcome has made you stronger. When we are in the middle of a struggle, it's easy to doubt ourselves. We question whether we have what it takes to keep going, or if we'll ever see the light at the end of the tunnel. But take a moment to reflect on everything you've already made it through. Think about those days when you didn't know how you were going to make it, yet you still found a way to move forward. You've survived 100% of the hard days you've ever faced, and that is a testament to your inner strength. You may not feel like it right now, but deep inside you possess a resilience that has carried you through before, and it will continue to do so. It's in these difficult seasons that we often find out who we truly are. We discover the strength we didn't know we had, the courage to keep moving forward, even when everything within us wants to quit. There's something powerful about facing adversity head on and realizing that you can still stand tall. Even when life knocks you down, you find the strength to rise again. You might not feel like a fighter right now, but the truth is, you've been fighting every day, and you've been winning. The fact that you're still here today shows your strength, your resilience, and your ability to overcome whatever life throws your way. Sometimes we need to remind ourselves that our past victories are proof that we can keep going. When things get tough, it's easy to focus on the challenges ahead and forget about the battles we've already won. But those past victories, no matter how small they seem, are like building blocks that form the foundation of your strength. Each struggle you've overcome has prepared you for this moment, and it's in the reflection of these victories that you can find the encouragement to keep pushing forward. You've made it this far, and that means you have what it takes to make it through what's ahead. So as you face the challenges of today, I want you to remember, you are stronger than you think. You've already proven it time and time again. You may not see it right now, but there is a power inside you that's greater than the obstacles in front of you. Keep moving forward, keep trusting in your strength, and know that the very struggles you face today will be the testimony of your strength tomorrow. This too shall pass, and when it does, you'll stand taller and stronger than ever before. Keep going. You're capable of far more than you realize. In life, there's often this unspoken pressure to have everything figured out. We feel as if we need to know exactly what's coming next, what decisions to make, and where we're heading. But the truth is, it's okay not to have all the answers. No one has everything figured out. And there's no rule that says we must. It's normal to feel uncertain at times and to face moments where we don't know what the next step should be. We tend to put ourselves under a lot of stress trying to control every aspect of our future, but sometimes the best thing we can do is let go of that need for certainty. Taking things one step at a time is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. Life is not a race. And we don't have to rush to have everything lined up perfectly. Instead of worrying about where the path will take you, focus on the present moment and the small actions you can take today. Progress doesn't always look like grand leaps forward. Sometimes it's in the quiet, steady steps that we find the most growth. Trust that every step, no matter how small, is still moving you closer to where you need to be. When we let go of the need to have it all figured out, we open ourselves up to possibilities that we couldn't have imagined. The unknown doesn't have to be a source of fear. It can be a place of opportunity. We often stress ourselves out over what we can't control, when in reality there is so much beauty and growth to be found in the uncertainty. Trust that the right path will unfold in its own time, and there will be moments when you look back and realize that not having the answers when you thought you needed them was part of the process. In moments of uncertainty, it's easy to feel lost or as if you're failing because you don't have the answers others might expect from you. But the truth is, your journey is unique, and it's not meant to look like anyone else's. It's okay to not have a clear picture of what's coming next. Life's direction is often revealed step by step, and while the unknown can feel uncomfortable, it's also where growth happens. The best things in life aren't always planned, and sometimes not having all the answers leads us to exactly where we need to be. So remember, there is no need to rush or force things. It's okay to take time to figure things out. You're allowed to pause and breathe, knowing that with each small step, you are heading in the right direction. Trust that the answers you need will come when the time is right, and in the meantime, you are exactly where you need to be. Embrace the journey even when it feels uncertain, and know that clarity will come, often in the most unexpected ways. We all face moments in life where the challenges seem overwhelming, and in those times, it's easy to feel like our circumstances will be the defining factor of who we are. We may begin to believe that the struggles we face are permanent, that the difficulties we encounter will always be a part of our story. But the reality is, your struggles do not define you. What you are going through right now is just a chapter in your life, not the whole book. Just because you're facing hardships today doesn't mean that's where your story ends. This season is temporary, and you are not bound to it forever. It's so easy to get caught up in the struggles themselves, to feel like the setbacks, the failures, or the moments of doubt are what make us who we are. But in truth, they don't. They are experiences that we go through, but they don't determine our value or our potential. You may have faced rejection, disappointment, or loss, but those experiences are not what define your worth. The battles you fight may challenge you, but they don't take away your strength, your character, or your ability to rise above them. What truly defines you is not the battles you face, but how you respond to them. It's your courage in the face of fear, your faith even when things seem uncertain, and your perseverance when it feels easier to give up. These are the qualities that shape your identity and make you who you are. It's easy to feel lost in the struggle, but the way you choose to keep moving forward, the way you refuse to let your circumstances dictate your future, that's what really matters. Your resilience, your hope, and your belief in yourself are what will carry you through. Your struggles are not a reflection of your character. They are simply a part of your journey. The strength you build through overcoming these challenges is what truly molds you into the person you are becoming. You are not weaker because of your struggles. You are stronger. You are learning, growing, and evolving every day, even when it feels like you're stuck in the middle of a storm. It's through facing adversity that you discover the depths of your inner strength, the kind of strength that cannot be shaken by circumstances or by others' opinions. As you move forward, remember that your story is not defined by the hardships you face, but by the incredible courage you show in the midst of them. You are defined by your ability to keep going when life gets tough, by your determination to rise above, and by the hope you hold onto, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. So no matter what you are facing, know this: you are not defined by your struggles. You are defined by your strength, your faith, and the unwavering belief that brighter days are ahead. There are moments in life when it feels like we are carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders, and we feel like we're facing our battles in complete solitude. We might be surrounded by people, but it still feels like no one truly understands the depth of what we're going through. You may feel isolated in your struggle, like your pain is invisible to everyone around you. The world can be busy and distracted, and sometimes it can seem like no one notices the quiet suffering that takes place behind closed doors. In these moments of loneliness, it's important to remember that there is one who sees it all. God. God sees the parts of your life that no one else does, the struggles you carry in silence, the worries you keep to yourself, the pain that doesn't always show on the outside. He knows every tear you've shed, every moment of uncertainty you've faced. When you feel like no one is watching, when you feel forgotten or overlooked, God is right there. Aware of your heart and the burdens you're bearing, His love and attention are not limited by time, space, or human understanding. He is present, fully aware of your pain, and His heart is always open to your cries for help. There is something powerful about knowing that even when you feel invisible to the world, you are never invisible to God. He sees you in your most vulnerable moments, even when no one else seems to understand. His love for you is unwavering and constant no matter what you're going through. Even in your moments of doubt or when you question if anyone cares, remember that you are seen, you are known, and you are loved. His presence isn't dependent on how visible your struggles are to others. He knows the depths of your heart and walks with you through every challenge. It's easy to feel abandoned when you're facing a tough time, but the truth is, God's presence is not bound by our feelings or our circumstance. His love does not waver even when we feel alone. He sees your pain even when it's hidden from view, and He walks beside you in ways that may not always be immediately apparent. You may not always feel His presence in the way you expect, but He is there and He is holding you, supporting you, and guiding you through the darkness. The battles you fight are never fought alone, even when it feels that way. So in those moments when you feel overlooked or forgotten, remember this: you are seen. God sees every part of you, every struggle, every heartache, and every victory. He doesn't overlook your efforts or dismiss your pain. Instead, He embraces you where you are and walks with you every step of the way. You are not alone, even when it feels like you are. Take comfort in the fact that God sees you, understands you, and loves you with an unfailing love that will never let you go. There are times in life when the road ahead feels incredibly long and the challenges seem insurmountable. When we look at the big picture, it can be overwhelming to think about how much needs to be done or how much further we have to go. The weight of everything we're facing can make us feel like we'll never get through it. But in those moments, it's essential to remind ourselves that we don't have to solve everything all at once. Life doesn't expect perfection, and it's okay to take a step back and simply focus on what's in front of us rather than worrying about what's still to come. Taking things one day at a time is not only a healthier approach, but a more peaceful one as well. When you break it down and take it day by day, it gives you the opportunity to reset your mindset. Instead of becoming paralyzed by the enormity of your challenges, you focus on what you can control right now. What can you do today? What small action can you take that will bring you closer to where you want to be? Sometimes the biggest obstacles can be overcome by simply taking one small step at a time. It doesn't have to be a giant leap forward. Even the smallest progress can lead to big changes over time. Each day is a new opportunity for growth, no matter how small that growth may seem in the moment. By focusing on today, you also give yourself permission to show grace to yourself. It's easy to become frustrated with how long things are taking or to feel like we're not moving fast enough. But it's important to remember that healing and growth take time. There's no timeline for personal progress, and rushing the process can often lead to burnout. Instead, allow yourself to embrace the present moment and appreciate the little steps forward. Celebrate what you've accomplished today, no matter how small, because each step is a victory. Progress isn't always immediate or dramatic. Sometimes it's a quiet, steady growth that only becomes evident over time. Trusting that each new day is an opportunity for healing allows you to cultivate patience and resilience. When we're facing tough times, it's easy to lose hope and become discouraged, especially when we don't see instant results. But every new day offers a fresh start. You don't have to carry yesterday's struggles into today. Each day is a new chapter, a chance to reset and continue moving forward, no matter how slowly. With each sunrise, there's potential for things to shift, for your perspective to change, and for your situation to improve. The key is in continuing to show up each day, even if it's just one step at a time. So when the road ahead feels daunting and overwhelming, remember that you don't have to see the whole journey at once. Take it day by day and allow each new day to be a step toward healing and growth. Trust that the path will unfold in time and that you are exactly where you need to be in this moment. Life is not a race, and every small action counts. By focusing on what you can do today, you'll find the strength and resilience to keep moving forward one step at a time. There are times when life feels overwhelming and we may feel like we are stuck in a never-ending cycle of challenges. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that we need to have everything figured out right now, that we need to make dramatic changes or see big results immediately. But the truth is, you don't need to have it all together today. Life is not about instant perfection, and it's okay not to have everything figured out at once. What matters most is that you keep moving forward, even if that movement is small. Every step, no matter how tiny, is still progress, and it's progress that ultimately leads to change. The pressure to see immediate results can be discouraging. When we don't get instant feedback or visible progress, it can feel like we're not making any headway at all. But the truth is, momentum is built one step at a time. Even the smallest action you take today is laying the groundwork for something bigger tomorrow. It's easy to underestimate the power of small steps. But these little moments of movement add up over time. Just because you don't see instant transformation doesn't mean you're not moving in the right direction. Keep taking those small steps. And before you know it, you'll have made significant strides. Sometimes we get caught up in the bigger picture and forget that the journey is made up of many small, seemingly insignificant moments. We focus so much on the end result that we overlook the value of the progress we're making in the here and now. The key to overcoming difficult times is in the persistence to keep going, no matter how slow it feels. Even if you feel like your steps are barely noticeable, keep going. It's the consistency of your effort that will eventually carry you through. One small action today might seem insignificant, but it's one step closer to the person you want to become or the goal you're striving toward. The act of moving forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your breakthrough. Often, breakthroughs don't happen overnight. They come from the accumulation of many small, consistent efforts. It's easy to feel like we're not accomplishing enough when we look at the larger picture, but if we focus on taking just one small step at a time, we'll start to notice progress. Over time, those small actions will lead to big changes, and you'll be amazed at how far you've come. The important thing is that you don't give up, even if you don't see immediate results. Every effort counts, and every small step matters. Remember, life is a journey, not a race. The pressure to move quickly can be overwhelming, but true growth comes when we allow ourselves the space to take our time. Even when the road ahead seems long, don't let the lack of instant results deter you. Keep moving forward, even if it's at a slower pace. Every small step you take today is laying the foundation for your future success. Trust the process. Have faith in your ability and know that every little bit of progress is bringing you closer to the life you are working toward. The road to success is rarely a straight path. Often it feels like we're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. And there are moments when the journey seems incredibly long and exhausting. The victories we desire don't always come immediately, and the process can be frustrating. But it's during these times when things feel difficult that the true power lies in persistence. It's the quiet determination to keep moving forward even when it seems like nothing is changing that ultimately leads to success. Sometimes just continuing on the path, even when you're unsure of the outcome, is what makes all the difference in the world. There will be days when you don't feel like pushing through, when everything inside you wants to quit. These are the moments when persistence becomes your greatest ally. It's easy to give up when the going gets tough, and we often hear that giving up is the easiest solution. But it's in those difficult moments that your perseverance becomes a reflection of your inner strength. No matter how hard things get, pushing through just a little longer, even when you don't see immediate results, builds character and fortitude. Every time you choose not to quit, you're making progress, even if you can't see it right away. Persistence isn't always about making giant leaps toward your goals. Sometimes it's about showing up day after day, even when the results aren't obvious. It's about doing the hard work in silence, trusting that your efforts will eventually pay off, even if it takes longer than expected. In a world that often celebrates quick success, persistence teaches us the value of gradual progress. The slow and steady accumulation of effort often leads to lasting achievements, and it's this consistent effort that has the power to transform our lives. It's a quiet strength that doesn't always get recognition in the moment, but pays off in the long run. There's a special kind of strength that comes with persistence. It's the ability to face each day with determination, even when the outcome is uncertain. It's the understanding that success doesn't always come quickly or easily, but in the process of pushing through, you build resilience, confidence, and a deep sense of purpose. The journey may not always be easy, but the persistence you show during difficult times strengthens your character, and with each challenge you face, you become more capable of handling whatever comes next. The road may be tough, but your persistence is your greatest tool in overcoming it. Ultimately, your persistence will lead you to the victory you're seeking, even if it doesn't come in the way you expected. The power of persistence is that it transforms you along the way. It teaches you to trust in your ability to handle the difficult times, and in doing so, you come to realize that your strength is far greater than you ever imagined. So when you feel like giving up, remember that persistence is the key that will unlock the doors of success. Keep going, even when it feels like you're not getting anywhere, because persistence is what will see you through to the other side. There are moments in life when we feel completely alone, as though no one sees us or understands what we're going through. It's easy to start believing that we are invisible, that our struggles go unnoticed, and that we are somehow unworthy of love. During these times, it can be hard to remember that we are loved and valued, even if it doesn't feel that way. The world can be overwhelming, and it can feel like we're carrying everything on our own. But even in those moments of solitude, love surrounds us, whether we recognize it or not. The people around us may not always express their feelings the way we hope, but that doesn't mean we are without love. Sometimes those who care about us may not have the words or the actions to show it in the way we expect. It's easy to mistake silence or distance for a lack of affection, but love is not always expressed in the ways we imagine. There may be a quiet strength of care in the background, even if it's not immediately visible. Those who love you are there even when you don't feel their presence in a tangible way. It's important to trust that love exists, even if it doesn't always manifest in the way you wish. You might feel like you're walking through life without the support or connection you crave, but that doesn't erase the love that is available to you. Sometimes love comes in forms that are subtle and not always immediately apparent. It could be in a smile from a stranger, a kind word from a colleague, or a quiet prayer from someone who cares about you. Love doesn't always come with grand gestures. Sometimes it's found in the small everyday moments that go unnoticed. Even when you're feeling isolated, take a moment to reflect on the little signs of care that are there, whether they're from the people closest to you or the world around you. Beyond the love of others, it's also important to remember the love that comes from within and the divine love that is always present. You are never truly alone. There is a higher love that surrounds you and is always with you, even when you feel like you're fighting your battles in isolation. This divine love doesn't require anything from you, but simply exists. It's a love that doesn't fade, doesn't leave, and doesn't judge. It's there to provide comfort and strength in the hardest of times. And when you're feeling unloved by the world, this love is a constant reminder that you are truly cherished exactly as you are. When you feel unseen, remember that love doesn't always have to be loud or obvious to be real. It's there in the quiet moments, in the gentle gestures, and in the stillness that surrounds you. Even when you can't see it, even when it feels like no one is there, you are loved. The love that exists for you is powerful and unwavering, even if it isn't always visible. Trust that you are not alone and that the love you seek is closer than you realize. It surrounds you, it supports you, and it is always there waiting for you to embrace it. It's easy to feel like the challenges you're facing will never end. When you're in the midst of difficulty, it can seem as though the pain will last forever, and it's hard to picture a time when things will feel better. But even in the darkest moments, it's important to remember that nothing in life stays the same. Seasons change. And what you're going through now is just one chapter of your story, not the entire narrative. The challenges you're facing today will eventually fade, and new opportunities for growth, peace, and hope will come into your life. The key is to trust that the storm you're weathering is temporary, no matter how fierce it feels in the moment. Sometimes we get so caught up in our struggles that we forget about the resilience we've already shown. Every challenge you've overcome in the past has led you to this moment, and that same strength that helped you through hard times before is still inside you. Even when it feels like you can't go on, there's a quiet strength that rises within you. Trust in the fact that you've already made it through 100% of your worst days, and you will get through this one too. The hard times you're enduring right now will not last forever, and soon enough, you'll find yourself on the other side, looking back at how far you've come. While it may seem impossible to believe that things will ever improve, it's important to have faith in the ebb and flow of life. There will always be seasons of difficulty, but there will also be seasons of peace and renewal. Just as winter gives way to spring, the challenges you're facing will eventually pass and brighter days will emerge. Trusting in the idea that this difficult season is not permanent can help you find the strength to keep going. Even when it feels like nothing is changing, keep moving forward, knowing that the light at the end of the tunnel is drawing near. In moments of struggle, it's easy to feel like you're stuck, as if you'll never escape the weight of your circumstances. But change is inevitable, and life is always moving forward, whether we see it or not. The things that feel overwhelming today will one day be behind you. You might not know when, but there will come a time when you look back at this moment and realize just how far you've come. The pain you feel now will eventually give way to healing. And the lessons you're learning in this season will shape you into a stronger, wiser person. So even when it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, remember that this too shall pass. Trust in the process and know that brighter days are ahead. Though it may be hard to see now, you're being shaped for something greater. Your story is still unfolding, and this difficult chapter is just a part of it. In time, you'll find peace, restoration, and hope again, and you'll be able to look back with gratitude for the strength you discovered within yourself. Keep believing that this moment is temporary, and trust that you're being guided toward better days. It's easy to become overwhelmed by the present moment, especially when everything seems uncertain and out of control. When you're in the middle of a storm, it's hard to imagine how things could ever be any different. The weight of your current struggles can cloud your vision, making it feel like there's no way out. But even in the darkest of times, it's important to remember that this moment is not permanent. You are closer to your breakthrough than you might think. Sometimes the greatest growth comes from the hardest challenges. And though the road is tough right now, it is leading you to something much better. Your future is not defined by the struggles you face today. What you're going through is just a chapter in your story, and the pages ahead hold promise. Even when it feels like you're stuck or moving backward, there is a bigger plan unfolding. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is just around the corner. Keep pushing forward with hope, knowing that every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the light on the other side of your struggles. The pain you're experiencing now is temporary, but the joy that awaits you is lasting. It's easy to lose sight of the future when the present feels so consuming, but the truth is that brighter days are ahead. This season of difficulty will give way to new opportunities, growth, and peace. Trust that even though you may not see the way forward clearly, God is working behind the scenes to prepare you for something better. Your future holds great things, and the challenges you face today are preparing you for the blessings that are coming your way. Trust the process and know that God's timing is always perfect. When you're in the midst of hardship, it's easy to feel like you're not making any progress. You may question whether the struggles you're facing are leading anywhere at all. But remember that progress isn't always visible in the moment. Even when things feel stuck, there are changes happening within you. You're learning, growing, and being shaped into the person you need to be for the future that awaits you. Trust that every difficulty is building the strength, character, and resilience needed for what's ahead. So hold on to hope even when the storm seems relentless. Your future is brighter than you think, and though you may not see it now, better days are coming. You are closer to your victory, your peace, and the fulfillment of your dreams than you realize. Keep your faith high and know that God has great things planned for you. This moment, this struggle, is just a step in the process, and your breakthrough is just around the corner. Keep moving forward with trust and expectancy because the best is yet to come. So to everyone who's fighting battles alone, I want to remind you today, you are not alone. You are stronger than you know. Keep pressing forward with faith and know that the best days are still ahead. You are a warrior, and this fight is not the end of your story. It's just a chapter. Keep going because you are destined for greatness. Thank you.